Hey everyone, so we're back and we're doing quality checking in the kitchen right now. Again, it's just a walkthrough. You're just checking out to see what you've done. Hopefully you've cleaned from top to bottom, left to right. You've had a system that you're following to do your cleaning. And so we're just gonna check around right now. We're gonna start looking up. We look up to the tops of the cupboards. We're looking to see if there's any dust. There's no dust in the lights or anything like that. Our blinds look good, our windows look good. So we're gonna check the backsplash on the kitchen. Everything looks good, there's no spots. I've moved everything out, I've cleaned behind, I've cleaned the tops of the appliances and the surfaces. And yeah, so everything looks good, the counters look good, there's no spots, there's no bumps. The cupboard fronts look good. I'm gonna check the microwave. Oh, I missed the microwave. A very common thing for people to miss. So make sure we take the plate out, we give the microwave a spray with cleaner, we wipe it out, polish it up, and then we're good to go. So now I'm checking all of the shiny surfaces, such as our ceramic stovetop. If we come in here and take a look, we can see that this has been cleaned, it's been buffed, it's been polished, but we still have some marks left over on the stovetop. So we're gonna wanna take our razor and razor these things off. This should have been done in the first place, but you know what? We miss things, right? We're human, we miss things. So I'm just gonna clean that up right now. It always helps to use a little bit of a polishing product, such as the Norwex paste or the Comet cleaning product. And now we're gonna move over to our other shiny surfaces, which is the sink. The sink is super important. This item is the dirtiest item in the house. It needs to be cleaned and sanitized properly. So make sure that your taps are all clean underneath. Looks like I missed a little bit of gunk right there. Again, if it's really bad, you're gonna have to re-clean it, re-sanitize it, rebuff, repolish. So just make sure all the surfaces look shiny, and that in between these little areas, you've used a scrub brush and you've scrubbed quite nicely, and then in the taps, in the sink and the drain is clean. You don't want this brown, you don't want any gunk in there. That has to look really shiny and pretty. So we're good. Okay, so now we're gonna quality check another very important area, which is the sliding glass door. You'd be amazed with how many times our clients call and say, so-and-so missed the sliding glass door. It's another common one to miss. So again, finger marks around the doors, super common. If you need to, do a top-down clean of the sliding glass door. It will look amazing after, and it only takes about 30-40 seconds. So you should learn how to use your squeegee and get that window done nice and quickly. But again, we're just quality checking right now. Another really common area to get missed is the window behind this kitchen sink. The window behind the kitchen sink gets a ton of splashing. People are washing dishes, they're doing crazy things here, right? So we need to get that window behind the sink. Usually it's just some splash marks all above here. My window is terrible because my barbecue is right behind here, so I actually have to get out and squeegee the window from the outside. But let's just say we're at a client's house and it's not that bad. Just get up here and give it a quick wipe and get all the splashes off of the window. Again, we might have to do a top down with the squeegee. No big deal, squeegees are nice and quick, and it's gonna look great for the client. You're gonna have a happy client. So now we're gonna quality check the floors. Again, this is an area that a lot of people give us feedback about. Floors are the first thing you see when you walk into your room. If they're streaky or if there's chunks left behind, the client will notice that, and it's the number one thing us cleaners don't catch because it's the last thing we do. We're mopping our way out the house and then we leave. Well, it's really important to mop, dry mop if you need to, I encourage all my staff to do that as well, meaning you're buffing the floor after, and then you're checking to see that the floors have dried nice and clean, nice and streak free, no chunks, no spots left over. So these chairs are kind of all over the place, so I'm gonna put these chairs back in place to make it look good. While I'm doing some checking to see everything's been cleaned under the chairs, these little details here, these need to be hand wiped or even scrubbed with a brush. You can get really big chunks of things stuck in between here because your mop can't get in there. Same with next to the fridge. If you can zoom in here, you can really see this is dirty. This has not been cleaned properly in a long time. So this is something I would really stress with my cleaners and say, you know, like this area just needs to be hand washed. Look, how long did that take, right? I barely even have any product on there. Like I just scrubbed that off. That took 3 seconds. So important. Get down on your hands and knees and scrub those areas if you have to. Another area that tends to get missed is around the garbage can. Let's take a look here. It looks pretty clean. It's been mopped. Oh, but look at that. Nobody moved the garbage can. Me, right? Because I'm the one who did the cleaning. This area hasn't been done. So this is another area that can be hand washed because it can get a little bit grimy. Stuff can really get stuck on the floor. Typically I'd be wearing gloves, right? But we're just quality checking right now, making sure we got everything. And we clearly didn't. So we're making sure that's clean. Our garbage can was missed, so you'd want to get some stainless steel cleaner. Give that a wipe. Requires a lot more scrubbing than I thought. But yeah, typically you'd want to do the whole area of the garbage can with some stainless steel cleaner around the garbage can. These areas are the areas that really do typically get missed, and they make a difference between a okay clean and a fabulous clean. Okay, now, so welcome to the washroom quality check. We're going to just take a peek and make sure that everything looks good with the cleaning that we did. And so I'm standing here right now, I'm looking around and I'm thinking, okay, doesn't look too bad, but I can see right off the bat that I've got some streaks up on the mirror. Clearly I did this mirror here, but I didn't do that one over there. So I'm just going to take my polishing cloth, doesn't have any product on it whatsoever. You need a little bit of water on it. And then I'm going to go buff that spot off. And then of course I'm going to buff off anything else that may have been missed. Quality checking in the bathroom is also, it's important to make sure, again, everything's shiny and all of the nooks and crannies are done. So let's take a more detailed look. So we're starting with the sink and the vanity area. Everything looks pretty good and shiny here, but you can see I missed the dish soap. This is a very common thing for people to miss. So during your cleaning process, it's the first thing you kind of want to do. You grab that and you give it a good soak while you're cleaning everything else. And all this soap should come off really, really easy. Of course, usually I'll be wearing gloves during my regular cleaning, but it's a quality check and we're just doing my place. So it's really, really quick, right? There, doesn't that look so much better? Oh my goodness, so much better. Now, this is a glass dish, so we got to be super, super careful not to drop this. Anything that's glass or breakable, be extremely careful with. Now that's so much better, and of course, we're gonna have to polish up the sink again. Quality checks, you also want to make sure that around the sink has been scrubbed, around the taps have been scrubbed, everything's nice and shiny. Okay, so now we're gonna quality check the tub. If we had glass showers, of course that's a really common area to have streaks and whatnot, but if you're using your squeegee system, it should be nice and quick. But again, we're looking for streaks, we're looking for marking. Now I'm checking the tub. I see that all the back is done. A really common thing is just chunks of shampoo still left over. Again, just make sure you scrub really well when you're cleaning. But this is all good. The surround area is good. The taps are shiny. In between the drain here, that's nice and clean. Sometimes you'll get a little bit of a pink residue in there, and that needs a scrubbing and a wiping. These tubs here with the jets, they always need to be cleaned all around the jets. So another area to pay attention to. The mat underneath is nice and clean. Okay, you need that lifted up and cleaned underneath when you're doing. Another really common area for beginners to miss is under there. Oh, I've missed it. I can tell because there's all this soap and residue left behind. I've got these marks here. So I'm just gonna quickly give that a wipe. And put everything back nicely. Make sure everything looks tidy. Super, super important. Things don't look clean if they don't look tidy. Another area that does get missed quite frequently is the front of the tub. So I didn't miss it, so I'm just telling you. This time I got it. And then the baseboard around, or the base of the tub, can get a little grimy, so make sure you give that a good wipe. And again, baseboards, floors, around the toilet especially, those areas need to get checked. They should be cleaned in the first place, but again, we're doing a quality check. We're just making sure all of that's done. So next we're going to take a quick check of the toilet. At first glance it looks great. A common area that people miss is behind the toilet lid here. And of course, if you pull out your items from around the toilet, this all needs to be cleaned. The behind the toilet, the side of the toilet, the wall here. This needs to be cleaned, super duper important. It makes a difference between an okay clean and a great clean. So again, just make sure under here is all done. If you're doing a quick check with one of the new employees, just, lift these lids up, make sure that they're all cleaned underneath. Now, one thing I see right off the bat that I missed was the toilet paper. We want to make sure that the toilet paper is folded perfectly. So I will show you here. We just give one fold this way and one fold that way for your perfect point. It gives it a nice little look. Mine's a little crooked there, but hey, it looks better than having a floppy piece of toilet paper flying around. Those little details are what makes a difference between an okay clean and a great clean.